Hello friends, today we are going to learn our one more problem of the orthographics using first angle projection system. Here you have to draw the front view from given x direction, then top view of the objects and right hand side view. So first, in elevation, the length of the objects it is 100 mm and the height it is 75 mm. So first I draw the height of the objects 75 mm and length of the objects 100 mm. Now I catch this corner left side of the elevation and in orthographic it is here. So this green shaded area 1, 2, 3 and 4 all vertical surface are visible from elevation. So what we do? We draw the first these two rectangle 30 by 22 on both sides. So first I mark the 32 mm dimension and I draw the dark line. Similarly from this one you can take the 32 mm and draw your line. Now it is the height, it is given 22, so we mark the 22 mm. Here from here we move the 22 mm and we draw the length parallel line, this one, and we complete our two rectangle. On both sides. Then after we move the vertically, it is given, and after that this gap it is given, it is 25 mm. So what we do? First we complete our measure parts. So I mark the 25 mm both sides. From these points, we move to vertically height parallel 38 mm. So we move the 38 mm. So 10, 20, 30 and one more 8 mm. Similarly, you can move downward 38 mm from this side. And you finish your length line. So I join with length. So this rectangle, green color rectangle automatically appear here. Now here the dimension it is not given. So you can assume this is 10 mm downward. Then you have the one length parallel line. So I mark the 10 mm downward here. From this we can show our length parallel line. So almost we can check our elevation here again. So there is a two rectangle, then the C channel and this surface. It is completed. Now from top view, again you have the length of the objects 100 mm and the width it is 63 mm, and your VP plane it is here perpendicular to elevation direction. So width always perpendicular to VP. So first we create our 63 mm dimension for the width and 100 mm length. Then again this side we mark our width 63 mm and this is our 100 mm light line. But there is a lot of breakups, so we are not go for darkening here. Now I catch this point. It is nearer to VP plane and left side of elevation, and there we are going to create our top view. So in top view, the blue shaded area, that is a C channel, then small rectangle, and this two-step rectangle surface are visible from top view. So after catching this point, so we have the one length parallel line 100 mm, and what is this dimension? It is represented here 38 mm, the width orientation. So I mark the 38 mm dimension here on both sides, both the edges, and from this one we have the length parallel line, it is 25 mm. So we move the 25 mm and you can move the 25 mm from this side. Either you can take the vertical projection from this your marking ends. So now we go for creating our channel. So this inside dimension out of 38, it is here this is small 10 mm gap. So we move the 28 toward the VP plane, because this slot it is going to nearer to VP plane. So I draw the width dimension 28 mm nearer to VP plane. From this end we draw the 28 mm nearer to VP plane. Then we can create the line. So our C channels it is completed. Now top view of this point and this points, when you observe from top orientation, both are the single points. It is represented with single points. Similarly here it is represented with single points. So you can draw this length parallel line. It means connect these 2 points. So here this rectangle it is completed here. Now for this rectangle we have already the length, this length 32 mm, but the width it is not given. So almost the width it is from just you can project simply here entire width. Similarly from this step you can project here. So now when you join this one, it is represented this two surface in your top view. So first I completed my front view, then our top view. Now for right hand side view, it is always left side of elevation. So this is my front view. It is the left side of the elevation space where we go for our right hand side view. So in right hand side view, there is a width of the object 63 mm and height of the objects. This it is nearer to our VP plane. So it is nearer to our elevation. So first we shifted our width and heights. So we create our space for right hand side view. So first I catch this edge which is nearer to VP plane. This face I am making the dark. Now I have this corner in my isometrics. It is represented here. So from this corner you have to move the 12 mm. So we move the 12 mm. Then 5 mm just vertically moments for the gap. Then again you move the some distance. Before moving this, again you can do the same exercise here. Leave your 12 mm, then move the vertically 10 mm. This 10 mm gap, here it is 10 mm gap. Now you can simply join with a line. Now the total height, this one, it is given 22 mm. So just I am simply mark the point for 22. Either you can take the projection. Now I catch this corner in my side view, it is here. So from this corner we go to the 38 mm. And we draw the dark line. And from this corner you have the height parallel line up to your 22 mm dimension. So first I move the downward direction. From this point there is a width parallel line and we can complete our this area, the blue shaded area of the right hand side view. Now what you take care, this parts, this corner, it is away from VP. Now we check here, this parts, it is away from our VP plane. So it is the right way for our side view representation. Now in your side view, the few parts are not visible. You can show with a dotted line. First, if you observe your job from this right hand side view, this hollow material gap which is removed from isometrics, it is not visible. So where it is there? It is in our plan. So in top view, just I take the light projection and I move from vertically and it is dotted here at entire heights. Sorry, it is entire up to this level. So I draw this up to this one. Then from it is horizontally dotted. So I draw the horizontally dotted. So you can remove this one. So you can cancel this one. Sorry, this one is cancel. Then after, in top view, if you go on top view, this channel, it is not visible at entire length. So for that, I take the projection from side view because the channel it is in our side view, and I draw the dotted line. So this is the first dotted here at entire the bottom step rectangle. In between you have the hollow space, this one, there is no material here, so it is not need to show the dotted line, but that is here you have the dotted line. The dotted name full, it is full, then you have the dotted here. Now in elevation also, this rectangular channel, particularly in this zone, it is created the dotted. So I take the projection from the side view and we show the dotted here on both the step. So almost we completed our 3 view using the first angle projection systems. Now the dimensioning. So first I mark the length. This is our length. So it is 32, and you can show it 36. So it is entirely 100 mm length it is represented, and you can show the height of this step. It is 22 mm. The height of this part, it is 38. So it is almost 50, 60, and remaining 15 mm. So it is show the full height 75 mm. Then you can represent the dimension in your side view also as a width of the objects. So this is my 12 mm. Similarly here it is a 12 mm, and remaining it is 63 mm. Then you can show the height gap, this one 10 mm, and this width it is represented 38 mm. Now in top view, you can show this two-dimensional here. So cover the maximum dimension whichever required for understanding our 3D objects as well as the 2D objects. Always the orthographic it is say as the 2D objects, and isometric it is called as a 2D objects, 3D. So that is the first angle orthographic projection. Thank you for attending the class.